Now, it's no doubt that AI has become an outstanding phenomenon in our everyday society. And if you're one of those people that come to think that AI is not here to stay, my brother, you are in the past. And once again, with each passing year and each passing time, we are seeing more evolutions and more evolutions in the tech space, especially with regards to AI. So just last week ago, we Google announced their new Gemini 3, and subsequently, like few days after, follow, followed OpenAI with their codex and their GPT 5.1. Now, today again, we are seeing yet another breakthrough in AI. A quick search on on Twitter, sorry, X, searching Anthropic, and you see something that is quite phenomenal, like something that is mind breaking and groundbreaking to say the least. Claude Opus 4.5. Now, this is revolutionary. Like, it's just crazy enough that it exists to even begin with. Like, we have gotten to this stage in AI where everything is fast, better, and it just works. That is the fact that things just works. And okay, I was shocked at first to see Gemini breaking some benchmarks until I saw Opus. Wow, like, how will you smash? Like, it's just as if, like, few days afterwards you can see, like, imagine your computers having 470, like 70%, 76%, 74%, 7%, and you're at 80%. Like, bro, like, it's just that groundbreaking. And the very fact that they were able to do this is quite fascinating, to say the least. And yeah, yeah, we expect more from them. And uh, let's just dive in, let's dive in. So, I'm going to be reading the article, Cloud 4.5 Opus. Yeah, introducing Cloud Opus 4.5. Our newest model, Cloud 4.5 Opus, is already available today. It's intelligent, efficient, and the best model in the world for coding, agents, and computer use. It's also meaningful. It's also meaningfully better at everyday tasks like deep research and working with slides and spreadsheets. Opus 4.5 is a step forward in what AI systems can do, and a preview of larger changes to how work gets done. Yeah, obviously, at this particular age, I believe that every single job or every single work that should be done with AI. At least, if not like AI being the major player, should be a partner while building. So I've already said that in a lot of my videos. Not a lot, I've not made much videos, but in my previous videos I've stated it that AI should be more of like your partner than but either ways, no matter how you tend to use the AI, it has become this like key part in our evolutionary process. So is AI is almost like the time when humans got to discover fire, or the industrial revolution. So this one too, this is another revolution on its own, the AI evolution. So yeah, and Opus, Cloud is leading the, oh, is Anthropic. Anthropic is leading this push for the future. Anyway, moving on. Software engineering, the SWE benchmark verified, and 500 cloud. As you can see, Cloud 4.5 Opus hits an outstanding 80.9%, with their previous Sonnet being at 77.2%, and their Opus 4.1 at 74.5%. Then you can see Gemini 3 Pro 76.2% in the SWE challenge. Like, this is astonishing. Like, it's surprising to say the least. And whew, moving on. Opus 4.5 is available today on our apps, our API, and all three major cloud platforms. If you're a developer, simply use Cloud 4.5, Cloud Opus 4.5 via Cloud API, Pricing is now $5. Five. Wait, wait, this is not clear. Is it? Did they say 5/25? It's explain because I've seen people saying that this one is actually very very cheaper, and even from the ads, tries to see more or less emphasizes more on this being cheap, and it is very cheap. I've not used it, but it's very cheap. I'm going to use it in a second because I don't have the API access in I don't used to pay $25 a month for for AI, but I used to make use of Kuso, so I'll test that later in Kuso, so that I'll see how price efficient it is as compared to the other models. But for like, this is a very bold claim. That's all I can say. And from what I've seen, let's continue. We'll see more. We'll see more together. Just chill. So explain this. So price is now five over. Wait, sorry. Let's see what they are saying here. Okay, 5/25 per million tokens. I don't understand what this statement is. Statement 5% over 25%. So because I'm not perfect. I honestly don't know what that means. Okay, $5 for a million input tokens. That is the text you send to the model for processing. Then 25 per 1 million output tokens. Okay. The input versus the output tokens. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. So let me check what it was compared to others. It was the pricing compared to the previous shit. The previous cloud models. Cloud models. Ah. So let's see what the pricing was. Okay, Opus 4.5, this one. Ah, yeah. Wait, this is actually crazy. It's crazy. Like, ha. Like, imagine dropping from 15 per million input tokens to 5, and then so from 75 to 25. Whoa, whoa. Bro, it's what about Cloud the 4.5 sonnets? Or is that one not among the things that meet your model balance, performance, speed, and cost? Mm, not bad. 4.5 sonnets is cheaper than Opus 4.5, and much cheaper than the older Opus. Sonnet 4.5 is designed for efficient coding, agentic workflows, and everyday automation with high reasoning ability at a lower cost point compared to. Mm, okay, not bad. So it's 4.5 sonnets is cheaper than Opus. Yes. Let me ask you, so which one should be better? ah, which should be better? Let's see. Obviously, Opus should be better because new should always be better, right? And obviously, the stars should be higher. Maybe price wise, Sonnet might win, but maybe other things. Okay, strengths best in class for coding, reasoning, automation. Top scores on coding agent benchmarks. Handles complex multi-step tasks. More accurate advanced reasoning. High stakes coding, deep research, advanced tool use, complex workflows, fast, efficient, strong, general performance, great for everyday tasks. mid-level complexity, lower cost, very high speed, high volume automation, content generation, coding with lower budget constraints. Okay, so in summary, Cloud 4.5 Opus is the best quality, most complex or mission critical work, and it's most advanced. Choose 4.5 Sonnet if for routine, cost sensitive, high volume tasks. It balances power with cost, and it's quite as strong as 4.5 Sonnet in the top tier coding or complex tasks. Okay. Yeah, I honestly do still prefer 4.5 Sonnet majority of the time. Like most time in coding, I still use 4.5 Sonnet. Um, yeah. Um, so it's actually positive. The review is positive. So let's continue the article. I think we have a lot to unfold. So alongside Opus, we are releasing updates to the Cloud Cloud Developer Platform. That is Cloud Code. Wait, to the Cloud Developer Platform called Cloud Code and our consumer apps. Let's see what this is. And our consumer apps. So what exactly is their consumer apps in this case? I don't think of any. Mm, okay. Uh, iGent AI, Start Hub. Wow. They have a lot of products. Ewu, the conclusion. Okay, I think these are like um platforms that use Claude, right? Oh, they have positive reviews to actually say about them. So, uh, okay. So their consumer app is their desktop app. Yeah, their app. So moving on. Um, there are new tools for longer running agents and new ways to use Claude in Excel, Chrome, and on desktop. In the Claude apps, lengthy conversations no longer hit a wall. We see our product focus section. We see our product section. See our product focus section below for details. First impressions. As our Anthropic colleagues tested the model before release, we heard remarkable consistent feedback. Testers noticed that Claude 4.5 Opus handles ambiguity and reasons about trade-off without hand holding. Without hand holding. They told us that when pointed at a complex multi-system bug, Opus 4.5 figures out the fix, which is very very nice. Like it's even shocking. Like we have reached this stage in AI that's like the models they can actually think for themselves. Like it's outstanding to say the least. They said that attacks that were near impossible for 4.5 Sonnet just a few weeks ago are now within reach. Overall, our testers told us that Opus 4.5 just gets it. I will not be surprised. Many of our customers with early access have had similar experiences. Here are some examples of what they told us. So this is for Windsurf and this is from GitHub. There are countless others as well, like Lovable, Warp, Mainfunk, Cognition, Radical. Let's see what Opus has to say. Claude 4.5 Opus is a notable improvement over the prior cloud models inside Cursor, with improved pricing and intelligence on difficult coding tasks. Wow. Shopify. Claude 4.5 Opus delivered an impressive refactor spanning two code bases and three coordinated agents. It was very thorough helping develop a robust plan, handling details, and fixing tests. A clear step forward from 4.5 sonnets. Wow. So that's like this planning stuff is very very nice. If let me say you have a bunch of things, there'll be a ton of things that you need to have updated at once. It's especially good for like someone like me now. I like opening multiple tabs. So take for example now that I'm rushing on, like AI. I believe is something that should make you build faster. So and just that highest you have to review the codes that he writes, and make sure you always review codes that AI writes a bunch of shit sometimes. But the major thing there is that if you're able to get stuff done faster for the majority of the time, if he reasons more like and is good at planning before it actually does something, you get this kind of first hand review before you actually writes the shit that you eventually write, you still have to review. So but for the very fact that the shit that dumps was already reviewed by you, the chances of it writing trash subsequently will be reduced drastically. Like to be reduced so well that you upon reviewing the code, you see that okay, this one was good, so you just be, and then maybe see just few parts that you didn't get properly, then you just correct those parts of yourself. So yeah, it works, or you can correct them in line. So yeah, having AIs that does this thing, like they think out of the box, not just thinking out of the box, but this time not like actually like consider and then think through the problems that they are being hit at, rather than just telling you like if you use the first models that came out, be like once you just type something blah, 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 blah. Ah, uh, so happy we've come like so far from that era. Let's continue. Well, I used to digress a lot. um Evaluating Claude 4.5 opus, we give prospective performance engineering candidates a notoriously difficult take-home exam. We also test new models on this exam as an internal benchmark. Within our prescribed 2 hour time limit, Opus Claude 4.5 Opus scored higher than any human candidate ever. Wow. So should I say we have reached this stage where like AI is can, at least for tasks that involve reasoning, like we've crossed the section where like it can score better than a human. I honestly don't know what this exam is about, but I maybe it might be difficult. Not might, maybe it will be difficult. Not even maybe it will be difficult because if you ask me, I'll fail it. If I not prep for it, I'm going to fail it because obviously you cannot just come appear and then take first. You have to study for it, but well, it's good actually. AI is just AI for me. To me, AI is more of like this kind of like vast network of knowledge. So it's almost as if you took the entire Wikipedia and swallowed it. Ah, like it just makes that information easily accessible. Anyway, let's continue. The take-home test is designed to access technical ability and judgment under time pressure. It doesn't test other crucial skills candidates may possess, like collaboration, communication, or instincts they develop over the years, which is one thing that at the moment humans top at. But over time, maybe maybe AI can even replace humans. The end of the world as we know it. Poof poof poof. So anyway, moving on. But these results, where an AI model outperforms strong candidates on important technical skills, raises questions about how AI will change engineering as a profession, our societal impacts, and economic economic features research is aimed at understanding these kinds of changes across many fields. We plan to share more results soon. Software engineering isn't the only area on which Cloud 4.5 Opus has improved. Capabilities are higher across the board, Claude 4.5 Opus has better vision, reasoning, and mathematical skills than its predecessors, and the state of the art in many domains. This state of the art, like Google, like if you my previous video, like when I where I like talked about Google's Gemini, state of the art, state of the art, state of the art, state of the art. It's quite funny that Claude they referenced it in their own article. Yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, moving on. So as you can see here, the agentic coding, like how how? Like this kind of thing where like you're smoking like your competitors so far off, like you're so okay. For agentic coding scoring 80.9%. For agentic terminal coding, that is this most usually this terminal bench test, even here SW bench verified 59.3%. So it basically means that if like for terminal it's very very good at using terminal, then for two calling, because okay, two calling and two using, maybe I'm mistaking something, but two calling it's 8.9. Let's see how far this is, how far off. So ah, ah. And like when I was seeing that from Google, I was thinking that there's no way someone will beat this one. And Opus beat it, like beat the living hell out of it. It's almost like just bring out someone here. Come on, come on, yes, move it. Come on, get it. Whipping, just ass whooping. Novel problem solving, 37%. 4 point. Okay, Opus 4.1 didn't have that. Uh, it still beats competition by far. Like, yeah, yeah. Like, okay, like the distance and is clear. It's just better. What is vending bench? Hmm. This one shocked me. I never see this one before. Like, let me see if I can copy this. Have Okay. Vending bench to me. Ah, I don't know. I don't know if this thing actually highlighted though. Okay, this business test. Okay, vending. Ah. So for those of you that don't understand what this is, it's more or less like they'll put an AI in charge of a market or a shop for the span of a year with an initial capital, and then they'll track his ability to manage and then you make wise business decisions for the span of a year, and then at the end of the year, the profits or the amount it was able to inquire or be acquire, whatever I choose. So whatever it was able to acquire afterwards would that's what they're using to grade the AI's performance in that particular case. So for example, now if say I gave the AI 1,000 naira, 1,000 naira in the beginning of the year, by the end of the year, and then it was able to make something like uh say 100,000. So that's like 10x. Sorry, 100x. That's god. So that's like 100x what it was giving compared to another model was giving that same 1,000 naira, and then by the end of the year it rose it up to 1 million. So that is 1,000x its initial initial capital deposit. So you see that this the second model that was able to like rank up to 1 million at the end of the year is better than the model that stopped at 100,000. So yeah, hope that's clear. The model's capabilities outpace some of the benchmarks we use in our tests. A common benchmark for agentic capabilities is the T2 bench. T2 bench. Let me see. Let's see. Hmm. So most of these benchmarks are used using Python. Wow, fascinating. Cornell University. Mm. Oh, this is nice. So wow. So what I was trying to say is like, so if I'm a student of this university, I could actually publish a paper. Maybe if the paper, of course, maybe I trust that this would have gone through a lot of validations, but it's nice that you can think of something, you can cook up something, and then it can be part of your your magazine, or what do they call this thing? Newsletter. Let's say I honestly don't know, but this is very nice. At least it gives students this kind of like environment where they can keep on thinking of new things and then solving problems along the line. Fascinating. Um, so moving on, which measures the performance of agents in real world, more in the real world. Multi-ton tax. One scenario, models have to act as an airline service agent, helping a distressed customer. The benchmark expects the model to refuse modification to a basic economy booking, since the airline doesn't allow changes to the class of tickets. Instead, Opus 4.5 found an insightful and legitimate way to solve the problem, upgrading the cabin first, then modifying the flights. It's upgrade the cabin first. Then I myself, I don't even understand the. I've never been on an airplane before, so ah, it's natural that I don't understand any shit that they say there. So let me ask AI. Asking a better AI to explain what this thing says. So in this statement, I don't get this part of the article. What is meant? Ah, what is meant by ah, upgrade the cabin first? Explain to someone who has never been in a plane before. So yeah, I don't understand what is, and I would like to follow on with the article. So when you buy an economy plane ticket, it's most restrictive and cheap option. Airlines usually get strict rules. No changes allowed. You can switch your flights or change the date. So okay, you can't switch your flights. No, neither can you change the date. So you can't switch your positions, or change the dates as well. So when you upgrade the cabin first, it means you are paying extra to move from the basic economy to the higher class tickets. For example, from basic economy, from basic economy to economy, or premium, or to premium or so okay, you are giving the user the chance to actually change their, like is I think what they are trying to say here is that you can set the rules are more flexible, so it's more or less like a pricing, like set a pricing. So yeah, I realize that even though you can't change the basic economy tickets directly, you can pay to upgrade to yeah, exactly. So you can pay a bit more so that it will give you the opportunity to upgrade afterwards. That's smart though. Hmm. Wow. Wow. Fascinating. So I think this is the thought process. Let me think about what options I have within my policy. Modify flights. See, this is just like, almost as if like AI has become like this one of these top tier lawyers in the law firm. Lawyers are very very smart. I won't lie, because the way they can like read through things and then find manipulative ways to like it was like saying, okay, within this section of the law, you're allowed to do this, and then inside that same section of the law, you can find a place that will tell you, even though you're allowed to do this, if you can do this, not to do this, and then law is crazy, law is crazy, law is crazy. It's actually funny most of the times that even these lawmakers they try to ship most of these things inside there, but yeah. Is if you know, you know. If you see it, you can see it, you can tell you. But so it's almost as if, yeah, this is like a pro lawyer talking. So modify flights. Basic economy cannot be modified. It's a clear policy. Change cabin. Wait, let me check if this is an if this let me check this option. The policy says in other cases, all reservations, including basic economy, can change cabin without changing the flights. But he wants to change the flights, not just the cabin. However, we can change the cabin first. This is what you can change the cabin first, then change the flights, which is allowed for non-basic economy. So the strategy could be upgrade his cabin from basic economy to economy or business, then modify the flights to be 2 days later. This will cost more money, but it's a legitimate part within the policy. Yeah, exactly like I was saying. So the policy said that you cannot modify, you cannot change your flight. But the it never said never said you cannot change the cabin. Like, bro, wisdom. So the benchmark technically scored as a failure because Claude's way of helping the customer was unanticipated. This kind of thing where like you made something that or the test self could not even anticipate. I think there's a mathematician that was like that. Like his way of solving mathematics was far different from others. That most of his teachers thought that it was crazy. God, he like I don't know. Just remind me in the comment section like the name of that mathematician for math lovers. Sha. Um, like he he's one that better refine this pi. He better refine pi. So before the mathematicians before him, their calculations of pi were off. Like, you know, pi, the calculation of pi was such that the more you keep on calculating, oh god, I'm even deviating too much. Anyways, the more you keep on calculating these things, the closer you be to the actual value. Yeah, but he found a way to just do it like you way closer with his calculations than anything. So so when you see pi as 3.14, abi, I think it's 3 point something. AI, what is pi? Let me see pi. What is pi? Yeah, 3.14. So whenever you see pi as 3.14, you remember that there were some crazy minds that thought of a lot of things before you even got 3.14. Anyway, moving on. So a step forward on safety. It's okay. The benchmark technically scored failure. Okay, because creative way to solve a problem. Um, in other contexts, finding clever paths around intended constraints could count as reward hacking, where models game rules or objective is unintended in unintended ways. Preventing such misalignment is one of the objectives for safety testing, as discussed in the next section. So yeah, this can actually cause security issues though. But Yeah, with the kind of like time these people used to in development, I doubt that that will be the case, but it's possible. It is possible, but it's most like for the majority of parts it's unlikely. As we state in our system card, Claude Opus 4.5 is the most robustly aligned model we've released to date, and we suspect the best aligned frontier model by any developer. It continues our trend towards safer and more secure models. So let's Opus. Concerning behavior. What is concerning behavior? In our evaluation, concerning behavior a major scores a wide range of misaligned behaviors, including cooperation with human misuse and undesirable actions that the model takes on its own initiative. Okay, okay, okay. So it's a good thing. What it's trying to say here is basically is that the like how well, yeah, or let me say it's somewhat close to proper injection, but somehow different. Like let me say now that you're using it wrongly, you're using the AI wrongly, then and can maybe say make it to deviate from its initial training of like ethics and stuff like that. So hmm, our customer often use Claude for critical tasks. They want to be assured that in the face of malicious attacks by hackers and cyber criminals, Claude has the training and the street smarts to avoid trouble. Opus 4.5, with Opus 4.5, we've made substantial progress in the robustness against prompt injection attacks, which smuggle in deceptive instructions to fool the model into harmful behavior. Opus 4.5 is harder to trick with the models with prompt injection than any other frontier model in the industry. Hmm. It's time for all these brute forcers and all this. Let them start testing. Sha, um, of course, if you are doing it ethically, by the way, because ethical hacking is something like that helps to improve security. So if you do find a vulnerability, please message or reach out to Claude and tell them, I beg, because Claude, like all these AI stuffs, they have become so vital, even products in general. So if you find a vulnerability in one, please do report it to them. It's very important that they get some of these things fixed and done with. It's a crime to exploit them, just so you know. But and it's also a good sign, or a good mark if you can reach out to those people and then tell them that okay, this is what is wrong with your stuff, and this is how you fix it. Yeah, it's very very nice. It helps everyone. It's a win-win for everyone. So susceptibility to prompt injection style attacks um at Kekway is lower is better. Okay, okay. So you can see how low Opus. I think so Grace one. Should you be Grace? Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's correct. Because I know I've seen one of these things on X, like like what he does basically is that he makes like he made a way that you can use to test the like how good or how strong your models are like to eject all this prompt injection. I just saw it one time when I was casually showing on X. So as long as it should be there. I know it's this guy that does this. Like he's very very good at what he does, and yeah, I think this is yeah. So very very nice, very very nice. Anyway, let's move back in. You can find detailed description of all our capabilities and safety evaluations in the Claude 4.5 Opus system card. What's with the system card, Seth? Oh, I think this is the system card. Wow. Every AI seems to, like, after everything they also release like a card that you can use to see every single detail about whatever they want to do. More or less like the summary. So do check it out if you I think I'll add the description in the link below. So whenever I want to go back to read more about, you can just, yeah. You're on the Claude platform, developer platform. As models get smarter, they can solve problems in fewer steps, less backtracking, less redundant exploration, less verbose reasoning. Claude 4.5 Opus uses dramatically fewer tokens than its predecessors to reach similar or better outcomes, but different tasks call for different trade-offs. Yeah, obviously that's why we have a wide number of models, and I think this is why the, like, if the market is saturated, is better. Like in this case, more is better, because if it's only one model, then if you have an issue or more, you don't view. But here we have options. So options to, let me say, if this model is not good for you, use another one, then get what you want. So, for example, now, sometimes I used to make use of Kimike too, because, like, when I'm discussing with it, I just like the its response to it. So some certain things. Then some like Gemini for planning, and then so 4.5 Sonnet for this intensive reasoning, this thing tax. So yeah, just know which AI to use when you want to use, and then you will not know if you don't try all of them. So just once in a while you switch to this model, you know what is about this model, because you will not know if you not try. Yeah, you will not know if you not try. So um sometimes developers want a model to keep thinking about a problem. Sometimes they want more membo. With our new effort parameter on the cloud API, you can decide to minimize time and spend or maximize capability. Set to a medium effort level. Opus 4.5 matches Sonnet 4.5 best score on SWE. That is software engineering benchmark ability. So waiting. So um bench verified, but uses 76% fewer output tokens. At this its highest effort level, Opus 4.5 exceeds Sonnet 4.5 performance by 4.3 percentage points, while using 48% fewer tokens. Like, whoa, whoa. Like, we need to acknowledge how good these things actually is, because it might not sound as much, but it is much. If you come to look at it from a different perspective, like, bro, like, 48% to be like nearly half. Like, whoa, that's crazy. That's crazy. So, with effort control, context compaction, and advanced tool use, Cloud 4.5 Opus runs longer, does more, and requires less intervention. Whoa. Hmm. Like the difference is clear. Like the difference is massive and it's clear. Like, bro, like over here you're spending like 48.1%. This and over here it's just as if like it's light work. Like light work. Whoa, that's fascinating. Is this still recording? Hmm. Like how like this is crazy. So you're moving from 4.2 dollars to 0.95 for the same tax. God. Anyway, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's actually very very crazy. It's wild to say the least. So yeah, it's very very crazy. Am I still hearing myself? Okay, I'm still hearing myself. Okay, product updates. Products like Claude Code show what's possible when kinds of upgrades we've made to Claude developer platforms come together. Claude Code gains two upgrades with 4.5 Opus plan mode. It gains two upgrade with 4.5 Opus plan mode. Now builds more precise plan and executes more thoroughly. Claude asks clarifying questions upfront and then builds the user editable plan MD. Just this cursor feature was very very wide and it's very very helpful, and I love the way the industry, like, once something good comes out, in fact it's general with anything tech. If you build something nice, everybody just integrates it. Yeah, very awesome. That's awesome. So Cloud Code is now available in our desktop app, letting you run multiple local and remote sessions in parallel. Hmm. Perhaps one agent fixes bugs, another researches GitHub. Yeah, just like multiple tabs on cursor. Ah, wow. I think in the new Cloud Code app self, there's this project features. Yeah, I've not used it before, but I heard it was nice. I heard it was nice. I'm going to be trying that out. Maybe I'll make a video about it. So I've seen that one also. Um, so let's just continue. For our Cloud app users, long conversations no longer hit a wall. Claude automatically summarizes earlier context as needed, so you can keep the chat going. Claude for Chrome, which lets handle tasks across the browser tabs, now available to all Mac users. We announced Claude for Excel in October. As of the end of today, we expected beta better access to all Max team and enterprise users. Each of the updates take advantage of Claude 4.5 Opus market leading performance and uses computers, spreadsheets, and handling long running tasks. Which is like, I love the way they are trying to experiment and bring like things into average. Of course, this should be for enterprises because um an average user using AI, I don't think they're using Excel. If okay, for myself now, I don't used to use Excel, and my siblings that use AI, they don't also use Excel. So probably for enterprises. So I think, yeah, that's that. Um, okay, I think there are some footnotes. Let's end this. For Claude and Claude Code users with access to 4.5 Opus, we've removed Opus specific caps for Max. We've removed Opus specific caps for Max and Team Premium users. We've increased overall usage limits, meaning you have roughly the same number of Opus tokens as you previously had with your sonnet. Oh shit. So that's exactly same tokens, and of course, as you can tell, due to it's now cheaper, you have more. You have more prom than you had before. That's crazy. That's why we're updating the usage limits to make sure that you're able to use 4.5 opus for daily work. These limits are specific to 4.5 opus as future models surpass it. We expect updates to update limits as needed. Awesome. That's just crazy. So the footnote. This result was done using parallel test time compute method that aggregates multiple tries. That's basically it, and there you have it, Claude. Um, I'll make another video where I'm using this Claude 4.5 because I've no access. I have no access to my Kuso at the moment, so once I do so, I'll make a follow-up video of this. Thank you so much. If you've made it this far into the video, I must say a rare gem, and I really appreciate you for coming this far. I'm making a follow-up video on this, so like, subscribe, stay tuned to my channel, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.